mean, every single one of them said drip. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Beach Office 365, where I bring you the latest and greatest in crypto, DeFi, and passive income. All right, we're going to talk about drip. I know there's a lot of exciting stuff coming up with the animal farm. Forex has been all over the place, given AMAs. And, I wanted to just kind of address a couple things that I was thinking about today. But first, I wanted to just kind of get into something. I was watching a crypto roundtable episode hosted by RJ. It's where he's got a bunch of other DeFi guys on there where they just sit around and talk DeFi. He's got Moonboy, Generation Crypto, Crypto Atlas, Dark Moon, Tim's on there. And they just sit around and talk everything DeFi. And I was listening to the episode and they're talking about everything you could think of. Right? They're talking about the bear market. They're talking about nodes. They're talking about crypto.com and the credit card, it's slashing its rewards and the changes there. I mean, just everything DeFi, right? It was not specific to one type of protocol that they were discussing. So they're talking and I'm listening, and they got some really good insight around bear markets and navigating stuff. And then RJ poses the question. He's like, hey, let's go around and everyone, if you could share what your number one performing DeFi project is during this bear market. And literally they went one by one around and they all said drip. I think RJ was the only one who had it tied between Seifu and drip. They all said drip. And this was not a drip. This is not a drip, type of thing. Like they didn't even mention it prior to that. Like they were talking about everything else. Right. And, and these are not early adopters of drip, right? Some of these guys were even saying, where I bought in, it's about 50% down, but because of the compounding that I'm doing and the dollar cost averaging, I'm up, right? And all of them said the same thing. Like right now, with the markets the way they are, this is what I'm doing. I'm compounding, dollar cost averaging. Not financial advice, of course. I'm not a financial expert, neither are these guys. They all admit it. They're just sharing their journey and what they're doing. I thought it was really interesting. Wanted to go into something here. All right, so this is the drip chart. Not looking great. But a lot of the videos that I've done recently have talked about psychology of markets and how we bring emotions into things. And so, I also have talked about having a plan, right? It's really important, that you have a plan when you're in a project, and you can make adjustments with the plan, but for the most part, it's about sticking to the plan. So I was thinking of something with the price of drip where it is. I have no idea what's going to happen in terms of price. I really have no clue. But I think what would be good when we're talking about emotions and the fact that we have been enduring just this, several months of just downward movement, right? I mean, it's just not looked good. And looking at this chart, several videos ago, I had thought that I thought we were going to touch 20. And then when we were holding up in this 30 line, I was like, nah, you know what? I don't think it's going to go down below 30. I think it's holding. I changed my mind. Look at this. It's double bottom. It's coming up. Okay. So I think 20 is possible. Okay. And, you look at this kind of support here, right? So 20 is definitely possible. I've drawn this other line right here at around the 14 mark, just because of some of the consolidation that we had here. And look, I can't not draw this, which is in that $6 range. Now, I don't think it's going to go that low, but I think it's important to have a plan. What are you going to do if the price hits 20? Okay. What are you going to do if the price hits 14? Think about it. Like, have a plan on what you're going to do. Is there a certain number that if it gets to that, you're just going to start selling every day and claiming every day because you're just worried it's going to zero? If that's a plan you want to start thinking about, think about that. Okay. Because I can tell you what mine is. Okay, here's my faucet. So with me, I'm not looking at the price of drip. And I've said that many times before. The number that I look at is my deposits, because no matter what, I get paid 1% every single day on my deposits. That doesn't change. So my plan is to get my deposits up, and I have control over that. I have control over seeing that gradually go up. And it does kind of end up forming a little bit of a hockey curve because of the way compound interest works. So to me, price of drip doesn't really matter at all. So my plan, really, my goal, right, is I want to see 1,000 in here. And I'm sure once I get 1,000, then it'll be 2,000 and so on. It's easy for me to just compound every day with the price of drip being where it is, because it's like, why would I want to claim and sell at such low prices? I believe it's going to go higher. If drip shot up to 100, I don't know. I may be tempted to claim a few days, right? Like, I'm not sure yet. I need to think about a plan for when it goes to 100, like what I'm going to do. Because maybe I'll only have at that point 400 deposits, and it's at 100. Like, oh man, like that's a nice little payday, right? To skim a little bit off the top. I might do that, right? But that does take away from my initial goal of getting to 1,000 deposits. I mean, it slows it down just a little bit. So anyway, I wanted to share my kind of plan here and just go over it, let you guys know that I see where the price is at. I'm prepared for it to go lower. Start thinking about it on your end. What are you going to do when you see it hit 20? Is that going to change anything? And if it is, that's fine, but establish it now, right? So that way, when it gets to 20, you know what you're supposed to do. Instead of having an emotional reaction, you go back to, oh, I said when it hits 20, I'm going to do this. Or when it hits 14, I'm going to do this. Me, doesn't matter. I'm taking this thing till the wheels fall off. And I don't think they will. And no matter what, I get paid 1% on all my deposits. That's not going to stop. So anyway, hope you like this quick video. Talking kind of low because it's late here, but I'm going to try and edit this up and get this out to you tonight. If not, it'll be there tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. If you like the content, please hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment. Can't wait to hear from you. Catch you guys on the next one.